Ringo Starr has always known how to keep things light, blending rock star energy with a sharp sense of humour. Whether it's a deadpan one-liner, a quirky moment on stage, or a playful jab in an interview, Ringo's comedic timing has made him a fan favourite. If you're in need of a laugh, you're in the right spot. Picture this, it's 1964 and the Beatles are in the middle of filming their first movie. After a long day in the studio, Ringo's exhausted and can barely keep his eyes open. As the band finally wraps up, Ringo tries to describe the experience, but in his fatigue, he completely mixes up his words. Instead of saying, "It's been a hard day's work," he blurts out, "It's been a hard day's night." Now, you might expect the crew to burst into laughter or rush to correct him, but Ringo's slip was so genuine and so Ringo that it went unnoticed for a while. The best part? That little flub became the title for one of the most iconic Beatles songs and films, A Hard Day's Night. Leave it to Ringo to turn a sleepy mistake into comedy gold and rock history. Proof that sometimes the best moments happen when you least expect them. In 2008, Ringo Starr decided to take a little time out of his busy schedule to address his fans, specifically the overwhelming amount of fan mail he was receiving. So, he posted a video on his website, and true to form, Ringo didn't hold back. With all the seriousness of a rock legend, he looked straight into the camera and declared, "I'm warning you with peace and love, no more fan mail after October 20th. And of course, he gave a stern wag of the finger for added effect. The best part? His delivery was pure deadpan. The combination of Ringo's usual peace and love with a firm, almost serious warning was too funny to handle. Fans couldn't help but laugh at the contrast between his gentle demeanour and his no-nonsense announcement. It's the kind of quirky, lovable thing only Ringo could pull off, proving that even when he's being a little cheeky, he's still got the charm to back it up. Recording Helter Skelter in 1968 was no easy feat. The song was fast, furious and full of chaos, perfect for a hard-hitting drummer like Ringo. But after several intense takes, Ringo hit a breaking point. In the middle of a particularly grueling session, he couldn't take it anymore and shouted, "I've got blisters on my fingers!" The fact that he yelled this out in the middle of such an explosive track, one that's known for its raw energy, was just the cherry on top. It's a moment that captures Ringo's humour and human side, especially considering how intense the song was. His dramatic exclamation over something as trivial as a couple of blisters added an unexpected comedic touch that made the moment even more iconic. Just imagine, in the midst of one of the Beatles' most chaotic songs, Ringo had the self-awareness to laugh at the absurdity of it all. Classic Ringo. When Ringo Starr met his future wife, Barbara Buck, on the set of the 1981 movie Caveman, he had no idea he was about to land a Bond girl. Ringo played a bumbling prehistoric man in the film, and let's just say his character wasn't exactly smooth, but when reflecting on how he won over Barbara, Ringo had the perfect self-deprecating line, "I didn't win any Oscars, but I got the girl. Grunting in a cave worked better than I thought." That's Ringo for you, always quick with a witty remark and never afraid to poke fun at himself. The idea of landing someone like Barbara back with a few caveman grunts, pure Ringo charm. It's the kind of humour that makes you love him even more. He may not have won any awards for the movie, but he certainly came out on top in the end. In 2017, when the highly anticipated solar eclipse swept across North America, many celebrities took to social media to share their experiences. Paul McCartney posted a thoughtful picture of himself gazing up at the celestial event. Yoko Ono did the same, and then there was Ringo Starr, who, true to his playful nature, took a different approach. Instead of a serious shot, he photoshopped himself directly into the eclipse itself, flashing a big grin with the caption, "Peace and love." It was the perfect Ringo moment, a mix of absurdity and charm that stood out in a sea of earnest eclipse photos. While his bandmates were busy being all poetic and reflective, Ringo just had to bring the humour, reminding everyone that he's the guy who's not afraid to poke fun at himself or at the entire concept of celebrity social media posts. Only Ringo would think, why look at the eclipse when you can be part of it? Ringo Starr has always been one to speak his mind, and when it comes to food, his preferences are as quirky as his sense of humour. During a 1970s interview, he casually dropped a hilarious childhood memory about his fierce dislike for asparagus. Apparently, when he was a kid, he once threw a plate of the dreaded vegetable out the window. But it wasn't a get out of jail free card, his mum made him go retrieve it from the streets. Fast forward to Ringo's adult life, and he was still holding strong to his anti-asparagus stance. He joked, "Now I'm rich and I still won't eat it." Peace and love to asparagus, but no thanks. There's something so wonderfully stubborn about refusing to eat asparagus, even when you're a rock legend who could probably get away with eating whatever you want. It's classic Ringo. Unapologetically himself, even when it comes to the things he just can't stand, like asparagus, peace, love, and hold the veggies. In the 1970s, things got a bit complicated within the Beatles' personal lives. One of the more infamous moments was when George Harrison had an affair with Ringo's first wife, Maureen. As you can imagine, this caused a fair bit of tension and drama, but leave it to Ringo to handle the whole situation with his signature deadpan humour. Instead of getting angry or dramatic, Ringo simply quipped, "Well, at least we kept it in the family." His reaction was as laid back as they come. No shouting, no bitterness, just a wry comment that turned a pretty awkward situation into a punchline. It's the kind of move that shows Ringo's ability to keep things light, even when life gets messy. With Ringo, it's all about rolling with the punches and laughing at the absurdity of it all. A little family drama? Just another reason to laugh. Classic Ringo, right? Ringo Starr's social media presence is as charmingly chaotic as you'd expect from the man who gave us peace and love in the 1960s. He's never been one for perfect spelling or punctuation, and his Twitter account is proof that even rock legends can have a little fun with their online presence. Ringo's tweets are a delightful mess of typos and emojis, like this classic, "I'm in the studio, peace and love." The extra O in studio wasn't a mistake. It's the written version of how Ringo says it. He's got no time for perfect grammar when there's peace and love to spread. His carefree approach to social media has made him a fan favourite, with people loving his unpolished stream of consciousness posts. Whether he's sending love to the world or just casually typing out a mix of random thoughts, Ringo's Twitter is a laugh out loud joyride, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Ringo Starr might be a legendary drummer, but there's one thing he's never been a fan of: drum solos. While many rock drummers relish the opportunity to show off with a big, flashy solo, Ringo's approach has always been more about keeping it simple and steady. One time, Paul McCartney tried to talk him into doing a drum solo, but Ringo wasn't having it. He reportedly quipped, "I'd rather eat asparagus than play a solo." It's the perfect Ringo response. Humorous, a little cheeky, and totally in line with his well-known dislike of asparagus. Ringo wasn't interested in drawing attention to himself with long drum fills. He was all about the groove and the overall sound of the band. And honestly, if we had to choose between a drum solo and a plate of asparagus, we're right there with him. Ringo Starr's charm has always been in his cheeky wit and carefree attitude, and one story from a shoe shop in London perfectly captures that. A shop worker on King's Road recalled Ringo popping in to buy some boots. After a casual chat, Ringo asked, "Doing anything for lunch?" When the worker said no, Ringo, with a sly grin, replied, "Great, can you drop these boots off? I'll give you the address." It was a classic Ringo move, smoothly shifting from a friendly lunch invite to casually delegating an errand, all with that mischievous twinkle in his eye. Ringo could get away with a lot with his charming banter, handing out a task in such a laid-back way. It's like he just assumed his fans would gladly run errands for him, because of course, Who wouldn't do that for Ringo? Back in 1964, the Beatles found themselves in Miami, gearing up to meet the boxing legend Muhammad Ali, then known as Cassius Clay. The Fab Four, known for their cheeky humour, expected to outshine the boxer in their upcoming photo op. However, ALEE had other plans. As the cameras clicked, he spontaneously scooped up Ringo Starr, lifting him off the ground with ease. Ringo, caught off guard, exclaimed, "I don't know why, he just picked me up." The unexpected move left everyone in stitches, turning the tables on the band and showcasing ALEE's playful side. This impromptu moment not only highlighted Ali's strength, but also his sense of humour, creating an iconic image that resonated with fans worldwide. Ringo's bewildered expression contrasted with Ali's confident grin, encapsulating a perfect blend of sports and music legends sharing a genuine laugh. It's a testament to how spontaneity can lead to unforgettable moments, forever etched in pop culture history. Ringo Starr has always been the funny, down-to-earth Beatle, and his knack for turning everyday moments into comedy gold is just one of the many reasons fans love him. Whether he's making light of a hard day's work, refusing a drum solo, or cracking a cheeky joke, Ringo keeps us laughing with his effortless humour and charm. So here's to the man who proves that sometimes the best rock star moments come with a side of laughs. Peace, love, and all the good vibes. If you enjoyed these stories, make sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the life of some of the world's most beloved figures.